Now, the whole area of learning language models are continually evolving, and they are an excellent feature in relation to being your personal tutor. So what I would suggest you do in terms of a strategy, before your class, download from Canvas the slides, look over them, and if you want to, you can dictate directly into the ChatGPT. So let's just try this. I have a slide here, for example, this is in relation to policy and procedures in relation to equity of access in the university, here in the MTU. And so I want to establish, this is my slides, I want to just use this and try to learn from it and understand what it means. So what I could do is I could state, first of all, I'm going to click on Study and Learn. So I press the plus, and now I have the study mode. And I can dictate directly into it. Now, when you want to dictate, you need to be ensured that you're in a background that doesn't have a lot of background noise. So let me just do this. I am a first-year student in university, and I am studying policy and procedures in relation to Munster Technological University. I have the equity of access and participation policy, student. Can you tell me what rights I have as a student? And give me examples of how this can be used. And then I press the upside. And just give it a few seconds. And there we are. It's giving an overview. And if you want to, if you don't like reading, you can just highlight it all. There we are. It's nicely formatted. Easy to read, bullet points. And there we are. So it goes into a lot of detail. You can just copy and paste that into Microsoft Word and then have it read back to you using the immersive reader if you wish. Another aspect is in relation to follow-up questions. So again, it's all about giving it context. And to improve the teaching, so you can keep asking the questions in relation to the concepts, in relation to the material. And if you want to, subject to your university and whatnot, you can upload the actual slides for further understanding. So you can do that. There we are. There's the equity of access. I'll upload that there. I am a student in university, and this is the first time I have seen these policy and procedures. I have a class next week and I want to summarize before the class. Can you give a summary of this policy? And also, if you can derive flashcards from it so that I can learn. And there we are. Now again, if you want to dictate, press the microphone to dictate directly into it. And again, it gives that overview of the policy. And again, in terms of the difference between this and the Notebook LM, this is like your personal tutor. Use it in advance of the lecture. Understand, keep reinforcing and questioning it. Keep asking the questions until you understand what it means. And you can put in analogies. Can you give an analogy of this policy or in relation to Pokemon games? Or whatever analogy that you think you are familiar with. And again, this is another excellent way of understanding concepts. So you can ask it anything and it can give an answer. But there is a qualification. Make sure that you ask it to confirm that it's not hallucinating and giving you an answer just for the sake of giving you an answer. And this leads me on now. So that's basically it. That's all you really need to know about it. And let's go through it there. So it's giving you again various options. Now, if you want to improve the teaching method even further in terms of it giving you answers, you can derive prompts. So let me just give a prompt here. GPT prompt. And the prompt is, first of all, it's the task, what you want it to do. Next field, I want you to make the following attached document into simplified English so that I can understand it. I am a first-year student who is unfamiliar with this. Full stop. Next field. Context. As I mentioned, I am a first-year student. This particular topic is very unfamiliar to me and I do not know it, so I need to have it broken down in very simple steps. Perhaps you could give me analogies as well, comparing what it's like. Next field. I want you to give it in a simple, straightforward process, bullet points, etc., and simple plain English. Next field. I want you to be as a school teacher or university tutor who is personal to me, my personal tutor, and who can guide me on this. Full stop. You are an expert in the area of policy and procedures, but you also have the patience to teach somebody who, like myself, is new to the subject. Next field. I want you to be friendly and somebody like teaching a person who is in their late teens or early 20s. Now, another aspect of this is that it can remember what you've stated, so you can get it to remember stuff. Next field. Next field. And then I upload the slide again. Now again, it took a few minutes to derive that prompt, but you can save it and just have most of the items already pre-filled, and then you can just go maybe to just the task, what you wanted to do. And if we press go here, it will invariably give you a better answer. Now, what I don't want you to use this tool for is to do the questions for you, obviously. That's not going to help you in learning the concepts, and it's not going to reinforce you. But from a perspective of teaching you, in advance of going to the class, uploading the slides, this will reinforce the subject material to you, so it's not going to be overwhelming, and it potentially may not overwhelm your perception in the class of taking notes at the same time. So in essence, it's building your resilience as a student. And now I want to progress on to the area of the projects. So you have the opportunity to create projects. So on the left-hand side, you have a project. So you press that, and you can do this for various modules. So caps on policy and procedures modules, and you press create, and then from there you can go up to the top right hand corner and add instructions. And remember what I said about the instructions in terms of what you want. GPT prompt. Next field. You don't necessarily need to put that in, but you can put it in terms of, I suppose, you can put that in for each individual prompt. But for here, context, next field, I am a student in first year, etc., etc., etc. So now, for that project, which is linked to your module, you can now ask the questions here, and you'll have all of your unique identifier questions and answers in relation to that module called Policy and Procedures. And you can navigate over to the side here to see all of your actual modules. So again, ChatGPT, excellent tool in relation to and make sure you switch on the Study and Learn feature. Excellent tool in relation to reinforcing concepts, especially before going into the lecture. So if you do it beforehand, it will significantly enhance your understanding in the class in getting out the best for you as a student. Thank you for watching.